Well, hello everyone and welcome back for more Let's Play Bayonetta 2. In the last episodes, we cleared up the witch trials and played a bit through Tag Climax. And now, welcome to the end. We're not actually going into the chapter, but we are doing the final boss of the game. If you have played the first game, you will know who I'm talking about. But off screen, I grinded more for halos and unlocked everything else that I needed to, costume wise, which also unlocks the Scarborough Fair and the Charaba from the first game as well. And yeah. In this part of the recording, yeah, we're fighting Rodin. And he's a dick.
Want to play with Bayonetta?
So let's just go through what I'm doing here. With the Link costume, I'm using the Moon of Mahakalar in the secret slot. And I'm also equipping the Earrings of Ruin. Love is blue on the arms and Ruin on the feet in set A. Salamandra and Love is blue on set B. I don't really use Pulley's Butterfly, but that's essentially what I was trying with Bayonetta. So without further ado, look at all those halos. And I got those from World of Chaos, using Rosa, spamming Bracelet of Time and Punch Kick Punch in the first verse. But, yet again, without further ado, let's go into the shop and let's see what Rodin has to say before we fight him.
Seriously, at this point, do I really need to explain how the damn shop works?
No, you know, I just wanted to see what you had to say. So in Rodin's treasures, if we scroll all the way down, we have the Platinum Ticket, which in this game you unlock by completing the Depths chapter, but a Platinum Plate equivalent in value to the number of halos needed to restore the heavenly powers of the fallen angel Rodin. If you were to hand this over to him, let's see what he does. Also, you need 10 million halos to buy this. A lot of grinding to do. Come on, past me. We don't have all day. Come on, press the A button already. Come on. Past me? You there?
I'm not one to talk shit, but you might be biting off more than you can chew, you dig? What the hell? Been a while since you and I threw down. But real talk, I've been waiting for this for ages. You ready? Let's do this.
Here he is, Rodin, the Infinite One. Starting out the fight, he tends to keep a close distance, and an effective strategy for using Bayonetta is to play defensively. His attacks are essentially the same as Bayonetta. He's got his own Wicked Weaves, which was in the first game, but in this game, it actually shows the rings and the bracelets, which I find cool. He can also charge up his attacks, and his heel stomp sends out a shockwave. Like that. It's best if you just spam the dodge button even if you are playing as Bayonetta, because even with the 5 dodge limit you can still get back within. He's got uppercuts, and here's another thing. He can combo string his Wicked Weaves together. If he is above you and far away from you, he will do the Afterburner kick going down. If he's directly above you, he will do a Helmet Breaker kick. And if you are also, yeah, if you are far away from him and above him, he will do an afterburner kick up. Just like he did a few seconds ago. He can also punch a Wicked Weave missile at you, which is similar to the first verse of Sovereign Power if you use Umbran Climax with Bayonetta. He's also got swinging punches as well, which aren't Wicked Weaves, but yeah, that was the first death. Unlike the first game, it doesn't send you back to the main menu or the chapter select menu, it just starts you back out in the fight. But the effective strategy for Rodin and Bayonetta 1 was to use the Climax Brace and the Pillow Talk. In this game you can't use the Climax Brace. I'll explain more on how you can get that much later in the episode, because I did a live commentary section as well. This was when I started playing semi-defensively and only really attacking if I got Witch Time, but it wasn't really effective for me going much later into the fight, like having half of the blue health bar. And there's Lizzie playing Pokemon Quest, which, hi Lizzie. There's the afterburner kick going down. He can also parry your attacks. He doesn't really have a dodge. And if you unlock him as a playable character, because he is a playable character, that's his dodge. The shield is his dodge. That's the second death. And I had a bad idea of going right into it. Also, sometimes he can fake you out or make you believe he's going to attack, and that made me lose my flow quite a bit. So I just kept spamming the dodge button and hoping that I don't get hit. Now, I tried this with Bayonetta, Jean, and Rosa, which in this recording I tried all three, but to no avail. Oh yeah, did I already mention that he can charge his attacks? I don't know if I did or not, because post-commentary. But essentially, he can charge up his attacks, like the kick attacks and stuff like that, and they're really powerful. Like, even if you're playing as Bayonetta, he can kill you in 3 hits with a charge attack. But in like 1 hit with Rosa. There's a charge attack right there. You can tell that it's going to be a charge attack, or that it is a charge attack, because he'll wind up and the attack will have a red aura coming from it. But essentially, he's very powerful. His attacks do come out pretty fast, and you do need to have good reflexes. You have no idea how long it took me to kill him. Or beat him in any case. Because consecutively on the Wii U version, I had several months of that. So it's taken me about a year to beat him. Anyway, second form Demon Rodin. He now has his one hit KO grab attack that will, if you're in good enough health, it'll take you down to just take 1 hit from it. If your health is low enough, it will kill you in that 1 attack. And unlike in the first game, you cannot parry it. But yeah, that attack has returned. But it's exclusive to his demon form, so you don't have to worry about him doing it in his first form. So the strategy that I always try is to build up magic in the first form to at least have enough magic to use a bracelet at a time in the second form. Now, having a bit of more of confusedness to this, I don't know what I was aiming for when doing that. Because I went into the menu twice and past me, you're confusing me right now. So, I don't know what I was going for with that. I was very confused. It was late at night, and the live commentary file for this part of the recording was just peaking a lot. Like, I was so pissed off. I was saying fuck, shit, and everything. Yeah. And I only say that word when I'm very annoyed. Or explaining that I was saying it. In that case. But I've almost got 2 full bars of magic at this point, and that's enough magic to beat him. But if you're not playing as Rosa, you'll run out of magic quite quickly, because Rosa gets magic in a better, at a better rate. So I'm on the 3rd bar of magic right now. And is he going to transform in this fight? I don't know. But essentially, if you're on this amount of health when you're going into the demon form, you're not going to stand very much of a chance. And if you're on the red, then don't even bother. It's a pointless venture. Unless you can trigger witch time fast enough, which with the cooldown, which I never really said before, with the cooldown of the Bracelet of Time in this game, because you can't repeatedly spam it. And here's the attack. I try to run away from it, but nah, I'm dead. Honestly, the amount of times that I've heard the shadow remains cast with this fight, putting the Switch and Wii U versions together, yeah, I'm fucking annoyed with it now. It's a pointless venture at this point. Yep, and I am now almost dead. Yep, I'm dead. Also, if it's a lighter shade of red, it's not a charge attack with the kick. So, don't worry about it. Anyway, here's my first attempt with Rosa. Judging by the amount of power that she has, she is the best bet if you want to fight them fast enough. But she is a glass cannon, and yeah, it's not really recommended to do any other strategy than to keep dodging, keep attacking, and just make sure that you don't get hit, because that's how much health that Rodin takes away from Rosa. Also, another thing, this fight is locked to non-stop infinite climax. You do not want to do it any other way, because you can't. The only other way that you can kind of change the difficulty of the Rodin fight is if you do it in tag climax, but it doesn't really change the difficulty or the fact that you're beating Rodin. Because I tried fighting Rodin in tag climax to unlock the Rodin weapon, which is what you get from it. But it doesn't count. You can only do it in story mode if you wish to do the fight, kill Rodin, and get the weapon and the achievement that you get from it. I'll be saying more about this later. But essentially, Bracelet of Time spam, punch kick punch spam, that's your best bet. As long as you can trigger it in a good enough time, you'll be fine. Also, dodge as soon as you get out of witch time because you will perish. But yeah, this was the closest I got before actually killing him. But if I didn't get hit by that wicked wave, I would have done the fight more easily. Because I had enough magic to trigger a brace of time. But I guess I triggered witch time a little bit more of a bad timing. Because the punch came up before I pressed the button. If it came up as I pressed the button, it would have triggered witch time and I wouldn't have gotten hit. But I got hit as soon as I triggered witch time, so that didn't really count towards it. So yeah, that's essentially how fast Rosa can die. Of course it remains cast, we all know that. Anyway, equipping the Moon Mahakala, and I don't know what else I was doing here. Past me, what are you doing? Stop! Stop that nonsense. Yeah, I was unequipping the Pulley's Butterfly because I wasn't really using it. Because of the rate that I was using magic and gaining magic. As fast as Rosa does gain magic, it doesn't really matter. Because Pulley's Butterfly, it wouldn't really do much. Also, I don't know what I was doing there, doing a different combo other than the punch kick punch. Also, Hornet Within, which is essentially... Excuse me, motorcyclist, but I'm recording here. Wow. Okay. Hornet Within is Rosa's Bat Within technique. There is the Tiger Within that she has, and the Hawk Within? I don't know. But yeah, that's the second death with Rosa. Cast. No one cares. Also, alright. Here's the thing. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Yeah, I'm getting back onto that topic. Rodin is an assist trophy and not a playable character. So Bayonetta only has a representative of Bayonetta herself. For a fighter. But for an assist trophy, Rodin is the assist trophy for it. Like, I would have preferred it if they brung Jean into the thing as Bayonetta's Echo Fighter, because essentially Jean and Bayonetta have the same kind of movesets. But it would have been more fun if someone like Boulder was brought in as a playable character. But I'm happy anyway that Bayonetta has more representation with assist trophies as well. But yeah, I'm dead again. So many deaths. Nope. Anyway, here we are. The next day, having a bit more of a calm mindset going into it. But I'm going to be talking about some external shit. And yeah, like how long it actually took me to beat him. On the Wii U version of the game, I clocked in 500 hours. And on the Switch version, I clocked in 115 hours. Yeah. But Attack on Titan 2 has overtaken that by 100 hours. I've played Attack on Titan 2 for 215 hours. Yeah. You know. Anyway, first try of the next day, I died. And I was not able to actually kill him. for the first 2 tries. Because this recording session, I was much more calm, even though I was dying quite a bit. But really, I'm just stoked. Because, spoilers, I actually beat him. And yeah, that's about it. That's all I really want to talk about. Like the relief that you're about to hear after this next fight. You will not believe it. Shadow remains cast. We know. Anyway, here is the final attempt. Excuse me, motorcycle, but yet again I'm trying to record, so fuck off. But yeah, this was the attempt that was the winner. So here we go, guys. I will now leave you to the live commentary of this episode. You'll be hearing no more from post-commentary me. So for the rest of the fight, I'm leaving it down to the live commentary. See you guys. Oh my god! Oh fuck! I did it! Oh! Oh my god! Oh! Oh! Fuck you, Rodin! Oh! Yes! Oh!
Shit, where'd that come from? Credit where credit is due. You just put your foot straight up my ass. You won this time, but remember, the devil always gets his due.
Well, that is Rodin. Beaten. Done. Dusted. Fuck yes. And after beating him, you get the Rodin weapon. Just like in the first game. But this time, it has the angel and demon enemies. If you fight Rodin as Rosa, you'll not get the cutscene that gives you the Rodin weapon. But if you go into the menu and check Bayonetta and Jean, you'll have the Rodin weapon. But that's it. The LP is over. But first, I'm going to show off some gameplay with Rodin. Alright, so you can essentially beat enemies up quite fast. And using different combos, you can just do this, and you can also charge it as well. Use these two swords. You guys have absolutely no idea how fucking long I have been waiting to fucking fight Rodin in this game. Alright, so the spin input for the punch, spin input for the kick, gives us the pole dancing thing. Oh, jeez. That is such a satisfying ending. Fucking hell. I am so fucking proud of myself for doing that. I tried with Bayonetta and John as well, and it just didn't work out so well. Oh, there's Unrapture's weapon. But yeah, that's Rodin. Fucking done. Obviously the attempts with Bayonetta and John will be shown, because this was recorded the next day after a rage session. But yeah. There are a few cheat doors here and there around the game, which is essentially the cheat phones from Vigrid City of Deja Vu in the first game. If you tap on them on the handheld mode only on the Switch version or on the gamepad in the Wii U version and put in a code, considering if you have enough halos, you can actually get some accessories from the cheat phones using the codes. Well, the cheat doors. There's a climax brace, which is essentially the same as the first game, but it gives you infinite magic, which means infinite Umbran climax. You have the climax brace 2, which is essentially the same, but different. It only ups the power of Wicked Weave attacks. It doesn't give you infinite magic. You can also use the Eternal Testimony, the Immortal Marionette. You can also get the Bracelet of Time this way if you don't beat the game within the 3 hours that's recommended to get the Bracelet of Time. And there is... I think that's everything. There's also Rodin and Balder that you can unlock by using some cheat doors. These will obviously be put in post, but I'm fucking proud of myself. All that rage that was on the Wii U version and on the attempts that I tried on the Switch. I can finally work towards getting the achievements now, which are essentially the bewitchments, but those are going to take a bit of time. But anyway, something new that's coming to streams is that I'll be doing Tag Climax a little bit more often. It's not just going to be the one episode where I'm going to be covering Tag Climax, it's also going to be on streams as well, depending on who wants to join in or not. I mean, Ace Crana was a great guy who joined in with me for that, but that's essentially about it. What next, and the final thing we have to cover, is the gallery. See you guys there. And that was Rosa saying Bayonetta, and thank you, Rosa, for making me able to even beat Rodin in the first place. Okay, so there is the Umbran Tears of Blood, which is the achievements, or bewitchments. I've only got play in Infinite Climax mode, complete every chapter. I have concoct every possible item at least once. That's easy. Collect all of the journal's echoes. I forgot which ones I've already collected. I've got defeat 20 angels with torture attacks. That just goes to show that I haven't been using torture attacks all that much. Defeat 20 demons using torture attacks. I need to defeat 30 demons using Umbran Climaxes. Got complete all Muspelheims. In story mode. Defeat in chapter 12 without taking damage. I know what that one is. In story mode, freeze over 40 non-ice elemental enemy types with Undine. Defeat all enemies in Jet Fighter Assault, which is in Sovereign Power. It's got a pattern to it. And yeah, you need to have a lot of practice to do that, and you need to know the chapter very well. Touch Bayonetta once during 10 different cutscenes. That's only doable in handheld mode. And beautiful. Defeat Rodin. And as for the crows, I don't have them all. These are the easiest bewitchments to get. But now, we're going into the gallery and seeing what it has to offer. The world of Bayonetta 2. We've got the sound jukebox, which has some good stuff. It even has some mysterious destiny. It's got the angelic hymns. Some character art. Some concept of Bayonetta here, which was the finalized design. Love is Blue. Yeah, you've pretty much got all of this art to look at, which is actually kind of cool. There's Father Balder, before he got his hair cut, obviously. We've got Balder's Beast Within, which is a wolf. Loki. Some verse cards. Some Rosa, which Rosa's never seen without that headdress, and that's what her hair would look like if it's not there. Got Rosa's Umbran watch, which, if you've been paying attention to the story, Rodin said, you'll need this, the heart of an Umbra witch. The kind of magic that keeps your kind alive for eternities. Yeah. That's how Rosalina, Bayonetta, is never aging and didn't age throughout that 500 years. And how she was even able to be put to sleep for 500 years. We've got some enemy designs, demon designs. Also, Resentment does have boobs, but it's not really shown in this. Malicious, Sloth. I need to read up on the enemy names. Some Alrown, some Infernal Demons, the Golem, Madame McKeffrey, which is actually Rosa's pack demon, who never really actually gets an appearance. But if she did have a summon, this is what she would look like. Golem. Aesir. It's a lot. Also, after beating Rodin, you get his demon form. As much as I fucking hate the boss, it does look quite badass, I must say. Got some background art to scroll through. Some objects art, which is for the weapons and some of the accessories. 3D models, Bayonetta, Jean, characters, vehicles, humans, beasts within, angels, demons, bosses, infernal demons. Also bosses, Devil Rodin. Yeah. Also, in his demon form, that's the only time he's ever shown with eyes. Like, yeah, there's a glow in the eye in the first game and in the cutscene, but yeah. Also, vehicles. If you have the Star Fox costume and you go into the final chapter, the jet fighter is an R-wing, which is fucking awesome. I love that. But we've got cinematics. We've got Bayonetta 2's trailer, E3's trailer, the long version of the E3 trailer, Did You Miss Me, and Moon River with no credits. And we've also got all the verse cards as well here. But yeah, this episode will be long enough with the other attempts in the first place, so I'm gonna call it a Let's Play here. Thank you all for watching this episode and the Let's Play itself of Bayonetta 2. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, and if you want to see more of my content, subscribe to join the rest today. And I will see you in Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. See you guys then.
No one said you could touch.
Wouldn't it be an absolute pain if this hasn't been recording this whole time and the Elgato was just tricking me into thinking that the thing was still recording? That would suck.